Hey everybody, how's it going? Today is July 3rd, 2025. It's a Thursday. You know what that means? Monster Strike news, and we've got a lot to go through today, so let's get going because otherwise we'll be here forever. First, of course, we've got Monster Strike Day right around the corner. Well, not really right around the corner, but it will be basically when the next news starts. So, gotta talk about it now. The 10th will be Monster Strike Day. Don't forget, you can get alternate Strike Shot voices for the newest exclusive Mobius. If you have not done so already, remember you don't need to have him already. You just want to have him in, or have the option to get his alternate strike shot voices. Go go ahead and do that. Also, don't forget to make sure you log into the Gacha Lidora Lab. Click that once to get 50 energy of each element. And of course, you can see you can also pick up a Tokudama for the current Monst Wars 3 event. So don't miss out on that. And surprisingly, we are going to get an update before the Dream Days event. I thought this was not going to happen, but probably we will get some kind of, my guess is we will get a version announcement, but it'll be a major 30.0 update, which will introduce something big, is my guess. Will be a few weeks after this one kicks in, probably for stability. I don't know, we'll see. But let's take a look at the contents. The maintenance for this will be on the 9th, on a Wednesday in Japan. That'll be our Tuesday morning. Kind of, they seem to be shifting it from a Tuesday midnight to Wednesday midnight. So let's see what's in here. And there are actually some really interesting stuff here. Quick restart of stages. You now have the ability to restart difficult stages like the castle or the Chokyukyoku difficulty levels immediately from the menu screen and when you get a game over. This will allow you to replay everything with what you had again. And I do believe you have to spend everything once again. It's not like a free restart if you see you screwed up. So if you are missing out on stamina, items, stuff like that, whatever you had to execute your starting the stage, I think it will kick you back without letting you do a quick restart. But if you have everything ready to go, then you will have that option, the green button there, or the question here after you die asking, do you want to try again? Yeah, you can start again, which is really, really great. It increases the efficiency of stages, especially for difficult stages where you know you're not going to have 100% clear rate, but you know, you just want to get it going. This is going to be a great update. Now, there are a bunch of, you know, fine print with this feature. We'll talk about that when the actual update drops on the 9th, right? So, wait, was it the 9th? Yeah. So, when it gets to there, we'll talk about it in detail then. But do know that there are some caveats here with this feature, but pretty cool nonetheless. Next up is Gacha Lab Gozetsu Point bonus option. We will now have a new option to spend these Gozetsu points, and it will increase the maximum idle value for those energies. Right now, you're capped at 30. You can increase that to 40. Every level you increase for this will increase it by 2. Kind of piddly, I don't know, but I guess there's not really much I'm doing with Gozetsu points anyway, so I guess time to get back to the Gozetsu train and see if I can't max that out quickly. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's a priority. The other ones are probably better to spend your Gozetsu points on, but if you have nothing else better to do with it, like I do, I think I'm at like level 8 for one of the items, but I really don't care that much. So yeah, I'll do it on this, and I guess it'll give me a reason to play Gozetsu Quest. So there you go. Speaking of high difficulty quests, let's go one level up to the Reizetsus. We're gonna get a new one with Propobate here in the water element. He's going to be our newest Reizetsu quest. It's gonna be difficult, but he has an interesting skill kit here. Super anti-gravity barrier, anti-transport wall, fire element resist, bump combo boost, gauge anti-warp, anti-block. But the shot skill, he does get a 100% attack boost for his first 5 enemy hits. These are enemy hits, not like the wall or anything. So it's an interesting ability there. I'm not sure. It's basically 2x attack, right, for the first 5 hits. So interesting. But also his assist skill is quite nice. It'll provide to the rest of the team that are not Shinjushika monsters, a 25% attack boost as long as they are not hitting the weak point. Interesting stipulation there. I guess they don't want to overdo it, but interesting as a skill for sure. Remember, no, I already said it. Strike shot. It's a new one. Fires a large missile in the pointed direction, and when it explodes, it'll of course do damage, but on top of that, it will decrease attack and defense of the enemy targets for a set amount of turns. Bomb combo is Trident, Spiral Ray, and Speed Up. And as has been the case with the latest Ray Zetsus, if you are able to clear it on the first first few appearances, you have like 1 or 2 sessions, right, to take advantage of this. You will automatically get 10 drops as a reward, which is great because that allows you to evolve him immediately. In addition, there will be an additional mission which rewards you for clearing a Reizetsu for the first time. And I'm not sure if this is specific to Proborate, I already forgot his name, or if it's just in general. Because, I mean, it does say first win, so I'm guessing it is, but who knows if they're nice about it. If you're able to clear it within that first month, you will also be able to pick up 10 Jushinka gems there, and that will allow you to evolve I'm going to look up his name again, Propobate immediately on clear. So, pretty cool. Or you can just pocket those gems for later. In addition, to celebrate Dream Days coming up, which is right around the corner, you will be able to watch commercials with a higher chance of getting rare items that will last from the 5th through the 10th. And then it's Buddy, which of course I like a lot more. The guaranteed 10 box space. You are guaranteed to get the plus 10 after watching a commercial. You can do that twice a day starting from the 10th until the 15th. Remember, you have a dividing point at 4 a.m. and 4 p.m. which you can watch another commercial. Don't miss out. 100 box space is awesome to get for free, so make sure you watch those commercials. And we're actually getting a new event to stave us over until the end of Dream Days. It'll last from the 6th until the 15th. And basically, we had this kind of game before where there was like a target on the stage and you had to try and get your monster to the middle of that target. This is basically going to be a 1v1 battle. There's going to be each player will have 2 monsters on their team, and your goal is of course to clear the stage. But at the end of that stage, that battle stage, sorry, you need to be closest to the middle of the circle. When you're the closest to the circle, you will earn something called chase coins, and that's basically going to be the gist of this event. You have 2 ways to play. You can play by yourself against a computer, or you can play against a friend. You can clear this, basically what your goal is, clear the stage as usual, aim to finish the stage closest to the center of the circle when all enemies are cleared out, and then whoever is the closest will get some points. Apparently every turn a spell will be activated, and if you've been playing the Scramble universe, those icons might look familiar. You've got like the 1-punch kill, you got some killer bonuses, or maybe it'll turn monsters into cube. I don't know, we'll see how crazy this actually is, but we've basically played this before. Now, of course, playing different modes will give you different multipliers for those chase coins. If you play versus a computer, you'll only get 10 coins, whereas if you're playing against a friend, you'll get 15 coins. And I'm sure there's some kind of multipliers to how much you collect, right? Each point gives you that many. So the more points you collect, it depends how many stages are on this. Battles are in the stage. I don't know. It should go by pretty quickly. Now, of course, you're collecting coins, which means you're going to be exchanging them for stuff. And, of course, there is a monster. We're going to get Robespierre here in the wood element, and she will be our reward amongst other items. You can see a nice plethora of items on the right. The ones in red there on left, you do need to win 10 times before that gets unlocked. Do note that there's a huge connect skill scroll in there. Make sure you get that, especially new players. This is a really hard to get item as a new player. You want to make sure you can pick that up so you can permanently unlock a Jushinka Kai monster to ignore their connect skills. Some of them are annoying, and it's just easy to have it unlocked to go from the get-go. So make sure you don't miss out on this, and I don't know. Should be a fun diversion. Now, I was saying that we should have gotten a limited character last month. We did not. We got Mobius just recently, and yes, we are getting another exclusive for the Geki Jushin site. It's going to be Iroha here. Iroha is it's named after, like, you know, the alphabet in Japanese, right? You have the A, I, U, E, O order. There's another order, which is the Iroha order, right? Iroha, Ni, Ho, He, To. Um, and, you know, it's just, it's a really cool looking character for sure. And you actually, the letters are on the screen, so I could have cheated there. But pretty cool. So of course it's a Geki Jushinsai exclusive, which means we're going to get two different forms. The debut will be on the 5th, which is going to be very quick. You know, Geki Jushinsai is usually in the middle of the month, but of course we have Dream Days coming, and you're not going to do that to kick off, you know, once Dream Days ends. We're gonna have a collab, so this got to get pushed up, and we get that now. First form is the determined form, right? Ketsu no Shinobi, I think they said. Let's take a look at this. All on the main. There's no gauge for her. She's a Pierce Demi-Human Blast, Super Anti-Warp, Anti-Block, Anti-Magic Circle, Anti-Transport Wall. And this is new. I think first time we get in the Super flavor, Super Bump Combo, Inner Strength M. And I think when you get that to a Super, it's going to lift the requirement here to activate the bump combo multiplier. Since it's an M, it'll do 2 times the normal bump combo damage, and I believe it could be 75%. I could be wrong here. I couldn't really find anything that confirmed it outright, but I believe it lifts the threshold to 66% rather than the normal 50%. I don't think it went crazy to 80%. I know some things like that, but I think that was something different. So, well, if I'm wrong, I'll fix it later. And of course, the Super Strike Shot Turn Reducer, which is great. It reduces her own Strike Shot by 1, 3, or 6 turns, depending the number of friendly hits, rather than the usual, which is only 1, 2, 3. So pretty nice. And her Strike Shot really isn't that heavy either. And that's going to be huge because it is Luna's Strike Shot, right? Increases touch friendly bump combo damage for set amount of turns. This is going to be great. I think Iroha is going to be quite strong. This form is quite strong, I'm sure. And I believe it will have a you know, a high difficulty quest that it can just, you know, wreak havoc on. Bump combo, 8-way windmill, and white blast EL. Form number 2, I really could not translate this form. Ota Banshu. I think based on what I saw, it's somebody whose job is like the singer, and it's like from something for like the royal family, for the shogunate, not the royal family, the shogunate, I think, is where I saw something similar being used. But and you know, it kind of makes sense because, you know, her character is named after, you know, the letters, and I'm pretty sure it's a song or a maybe not haiku, but you know, that kind of level of literary sense. So sure. Anyways, Ota Banshu, bounce, demi-human speed, super mind, super L, demon mancer slayer L, that's demon and demon mancer, Etherian and dragon slayer L, along with wall strike shot turn reducer, which reduces her own strike shot by the number of unique walls hit. On the gauge, super anti-warp, anti-block, and anti-speed down wall. Strike shot powers up touch units for set amount of turns, and that is based on the highest attack speed ratio of the team. If you remember Lorelei Alpha, that's the only other monster that has this kind of strike shot. It's a dumb strike shot. I hate it. Makes it quite difficult to figure out how strong this strike shot is going to be. It sucks. So now on the other hand, it is a dark monster also, so I guess the same pool of monsters that you would want. No, the abilities aren't going to be the same, so never mind. Actually, I don't know, it's actually pretty similar to Lorelei Alpha. I don't know off the top of my head what, but she is going to be on my team somewhere, so it should be easy to find. Yeah, deck 2, right? Minesweeper. Oh yeah, no Minesweeper. Okay, never mind. It's not close at all. So, yeah, never mind. I was mixing up with regular Lorelei. Anyways, let's move on. Iroha will be active starting the 5th until the Sorry, that should be the 8th, not the 7th. I apologize for that. Gekiju Shinsei. Good luck. Again, make sure you watch your orb count, but also remember you can use the discount tickets if you want. I would also be careful on when you want to use those discount tickets because we could see right, a new band come in. I'm not sure if it's going to be available in time, but something to think about. You can always put off picking up those tickets. Don't clear those missions until you're sure you want to use it, because you cannot turn it on or off. Because it's a new exclusive, you can get alternate Strike Shot voices on Monster Strike Day. So on top of Mobius, you can also pick up some alternate Strike Shot voices for Iroha. And if you like the origin stories that they like to push out onto the dictionary, you can find out Iroha's backstory. I guess Iroha is Chihaya's teacher. And that will be live. By the time this video goes out, it is already live. So enjoy. Jushinka Kai, we only have one this time. It's going to be Mononobu Hime, and I think Mononobu Hime has a great upgrade here. Anti-magic circle, anti-speed down panel, anti-block, status effect recovery, connect skill, super minesweeper, and strike shot turn charge M, which of course will reduce the strike shot of your third touch friendly unit. So not her, but other monsters by 3, which could be nice. Requirements not so bad. 1 or more non-demi-hume or 1 or more non-balanced. Strike shot touch friendlies get bubbly mode for set turns. And bump combo high plasma. Everybody loves high plasma. Along with power field. And then quickly, just some Dream Days news. That is just around the corner. Almost a week away. So that should be exciting. 12th and 13th. You can join in online as well. And if you want some special good job stamps drawn by Takeuchi Ryosuke, here are your 5 characters that he has drawn up: Mobius, Renaissance, Vanitas, L, and Magical Meruduns. Now, however, this is important. You must use paid orbs to pick up these good job stamps. So you have to actually spend some money if you want these particular good job stamps. So please be careful about that. Now, there will be 4 ways to watch online. You can, of course, use the official YouTube channel. There's also the X account of Monster Strike. You can also watch through TikTok or Instagram. I'm sure the schedule for this will be out soon, so let's see how that looks. And of course, Grand Prix, this is the last one that they will be doing. Unfortunately, it's always fun to watch. They will be doing a pick the winner mission, so guess who you think will win, and you will get the appropriate reward based on where they end up. And if you are looking to get, you know, bigger details about each team, you can take a look at them. There will be a video uploaded to YouTube, I think, to intro these 8 teams. You know, classics like Carbonara Milanese, Milano Fu Carbonara, right? Crusaders, Kimagure Critical. I'm not sure if the rest are the same team names from before, but there you go. Here's a quick schedule how things will look at the Dream Days event. So I'm sure, yeah, these will almost certainly be streamed online, so we can watch that together. And if you do like to play Monst Stadium, it will replace the BGM of the app to use the official song that they use for the Grand Prix. And if you're in Japan, a special little Uber Eats collab with Monster Strike. Use it and you can get a bunch of various rewards, including coupons, which are always nice for food delivery. And of course, you know, if you like manga, Monster Strike has their 4th manga chapter out. You can also pick it up at Dream Days or the Monst store online. So pick that up. It's also digital as well, I think. So enjoy if that's something you like. And that should be it. Here's a calendar for the upcoming week. You can see Gekiju Shinsei coming right on the weekend. Monster Wars 3 is active right now. Both of those, you can use those discount tickets if you want. I'd probably save it for the Gekiju Shinsei. And you can see that cute little Oragon icon there on the 9th. That's the update, so look forward to that. Yeah. Next news, we will be getting news before Dream Days, and I think this will basically be the announcement of a new band. That is usually the case for before these kind of things, and another gacha that will be probably mixing two elements, and you can try to aim for that new band on that gacha, which actually might be worth it. It is kind of a crapshoot whether those bands end up being worth it or not, but something to keep your eye out for. But also make sure to watch your wallet and make sure your orbs don't melt too quickly. Here's next week's lucky monsters. Hopefully you have at least 3 to maximize your rewards, and that is it. So let me know if you have any questions or comments. I'm here to answer them. I think I've caught up on comments, so I'm doing pretty good on that. Monst on Twitter/X has all the latest news from me. You can see all the slides there at any time. Did I say like and subscribe? If you haven't done so, do consider doing that as well. And of course, the Discord channel, link to the server is in the description below. And that is it for me today. I say thank you once again for watching. I do appreciate your viewership. And of course, until next time, bye.